Hi, how you doing, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Let's Get Stringing. A couple of weeks ago, I demoed three rackets from Tennis Warehouse. They're Percept 97, Shift 99, and Blade 98 V9. Out of the three rackets, the specs on the blade were kind of overspec, high swing weight. So I had a little bit of difficulty adjusting to it, and the other two sticks are pretty much on spec. So I'm gonna show you my playtest sessions, and then I will point out some notable things that I can remember from each of these rackets. So stay tuned. So overall, things felt kind of stiff. The racket overall is a bit too light for my spec. The positive thing is that I was able to crush serves, and it had good ball pocketing. And if I were to use the stick, I would definitely need to add weight at 3 and 9, and try and bring up the swing weight up to 325. And yeah, it wouldn't take much, probably just three grams worth, because I have been playing with my speed MPs at around 330, 332 swing weight. So the stock swing weight on the Shift 99 that I measured with the dampener is 319. So that's about 10 units worth of difference. Anyways, and I remember a couple months ago, I tried somebody else's demo when they had the Shift 99 Pro. It had the 18 by 20 string pattern, and although that stick was much heavier, I don't know if it's heavier by 5 or 10 grams, it hit really solid. It had very good control, good feeling on impact. I felt like it's something that takes a big hitter to be able to use that 18 by 20. Even though it was sweet to hit with within first 5-10 minutes, I quickly decided that that's string patterns simply wouldn't work for me. So that's why I have planned to try the regular Shift 99, and so I did. And I don't have too much of an impression other than the fact that it was a bit stiff. But I really like the white color on the frame, and 16 by 19 pattern is definitely a lot better than the 18 by 20. I'll continue to use it another day and report back. Next up is my highly anticipated Blade 98 V9 in the 16x19 string pattern. Tennis Warehouse had it strung up with a 16 gauge string. It's their tennis only P6 string in 1.3mm gauge. And this racket is over spec on a swing weight. Without dampener is 330. With the dampener is 332. As you can see, compared to what they published on the Tennis Warehouse specs, they measure 324. So this racket is quite a bit heavier. However, after a few sessions of playtesting this stick, other than the fact that the high swing weight made my wrist slightly uncomfortable, it's a bit stressful on the wrist, I was able to drive the ball with flatter trajectory. My shots are flatter and faster with more penetration compared to what I'm currently using right now, which is the Speed MP, which tend to hit more loopy balls that tend to land shorter. So even though this racket has only like 20mm beam width, that's the actual measurements that I made on a racket, even though it's specified as 21mm, I'm able to cut through air a lot quicker than my Speed MPs, because my Speed MPs has something like a 22mm beam. And from this initial playtest, everything felt solid. And some balls do have higher launch. However, as long as they land, deep inside the court, essentially equates to a bigger shot, as opposed to shots with a smaller arc that lands shorter. So I consider this racket to be very powerful, as a matter of fact. And at this weight, if I were to purchase one that had the same swing weight, I'd have to pretty much play stock. I wouldn't have any room for customization. This 332 swing weight is pretty much at my max. So I look forward to showing you the next play test, which I'll be doing, I believe, on the same day as well as the next day. So stay tuned. And lastly, we have the Percept 97. It has a 16x19 string pattern. Specs pretty much came in line with what Tennis Warehouse says it is. And overall, the stick felt pretty solid upon initial hit. How can I describe it? Having owned other Yonex lines, including the E-Zone and the V-Core, this is the descendant or the continuation of Yonex's V-Core Pro line. I have not tried V-Core Pro before, but having tried this Percept 97, what I can say is that it felt more solid, has more control than the E-Zone and the V-Core, and the positive characteristics can be described as a combination of the two in between the E-Zone and the V-Core. So I liked it, other than the fact that it was a bit light. Even though we played on the wet court on this particular morning, it made me realize that maybe that's why there's so many pro players playing with the onyxes, and the Percept sticks are becoming popular on the tour. Although they could be just paint jobs, and underneath it all, like what Tiafo uses, it may not be the actual Percept. Who knows? It might still be his old V-Core Pro that I'm not sure. And this racket didn't come with the overgrip, so I'll be adding the overgrip to it, and I'd expect it to become even more headlight. It's currently at 9 points headlight, so after overgrip it should be close to about 9 points headlight. And I felt like I can hit through the ball pretty well. It came with hybrid G strings, but seems like it's about to bag out. It's already bagged out. So I will cut it out and restring it with my own hybrid G. My go-to hybrid G string is the 17 gauge. And I do have to point out that at its stock swing weight of only 315, it's quite light and it lacks power. And some of my shots will land quite short. So if I were to buy this racket, I'd definitely have to customize it by adding weight, because my current speed MPs are at around 330 swing weight. So we're talking about 15 units of swing weight difference. So it definitely needs more weights added. And I'll continue to follow up with additional play tests after that.
Jerify. Nhau thông. Point.
好
哎呦！哎！巧克力。哎呦！Level 10。哟！哎！Oh wow! So.他听见了。